Alright, all you listeners of the madness, and I guess a couple of you pre- or post-birthday celebrators for this week, welcome back to Under the Radar. And no, Maestro, I didn't forget to say it. We were waiting for a special part of the show to mention it. But to our mother who is currently celebrating her birthday, happy birthday, and many more. And even though I asked you for a slice of the cake, and by the time I get it, it's gonna be harder than stone, I still want a piece of that cake. Cause hey, I want to be a part of the celebration. And besides celebrating my mom's birthday with stone cake, I think it's time for us to take out our left-handed scissors to cut out some very interesting newspaper clippings from this past weekend for a very special fall birthday edition of yesterday's news. And in our first news story, and in sad news for you Motorhead fans out there, Larry Wallis, one of the first guitarists that was featured during the legendary band of Motorhead, passed away this past week at the age of 70 years old. And he was supposed to be a part of the first debut album for Motorhead, which was supposed to be their self-titled album that did not get released until 1979 due to the fact that the record company believed that this album was not going to be a success, but would be released in 1979 due to the release hits of the following albums of Bomber and Overkill. And the hit songs he was featured a part of was Vibrator and Fools, and also has songwriting credits for the song On Parole and City Kids. And along with that, folks, he would go on to be a part of such classic bands known as UFO, and would also be a part of the other band that goes by the name of Pink Fairies. And would even be able to release a solo album in 2001 known as Death in the Guitar Afternoon. And yeah, this is really sad for me because this was one of the only albums I was unable to get a part of all of the albums I already own from Motorhead, and I always wanted to hear the album that featured this guy in it. And now I have a chance to, a part of the Motorhead YouTube page, and even a part of the YouTube page for Larry Wallis that is called, and I quote, Sacramento Punk Shows, where you can listen to a very exclusive solo version of Police Car / On Parole over there on their YouTube page. And we here at Under the Radar would like to say on behalf of Larry Wallis, may your work live on forever, and may you forever rock in peace. And in other news, for you fans out there who are fans of neither Cheers, the Blues Brothers 2000, or any of those old classic shows you remembered from Nick at Night and beyond, then I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced that starting next month, a part of something ABC is doing called Casts from the Past Week, they've decided to bring back not only the members of Cheers, but also John Goodman and Dan Aykroyd from the Blues Brothers 2000, and even cast members from Castle, Charmed, Crazy Rich Asians, The Drew Carey Show, Girlfriends, House, Think Like a Man, and Wet Hot American Summer, all that are going to be featured throughout the weeks of October 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th. And according to the Maestro, not for the 12th, but for the 13th. And I, for one, hope that for this Cheers reunion, that they feature the classic theme song of Cheers during it. And also hoping in the near future they can feature a couple of the old cast members from Night Court to be featured on this show as well. To really kick up the nostalgia for me at least. And if you guys want to check out the complete cast list of all the people who are going to be featured on certain days for the shows that you want to see, which for those who wants to check out the show that will feature Cheers is October 9th, you can head on over to the website only known as entertainmentweekly.com or EW.com for short to check it out for yourself. And in yesterday's video game news, for you fans out there who always wanted an easier way to get a hold of Rockstar games on your computer, then I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced as of this past week that Rockstar Games have finally decided to create their own PC game launcher for you fans out there who wants to get a hold of such titles such as Grand Theft Auto, Bully, LA Noire, or even Max Payne 3, to name a couple of the games they've already got on their launcher as we speak. And for those out there who wants to get a free copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you would have to have a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 or Max Payne 3 already installed on your PC. And in my opinion, I'm really thinking at this point everybody of the game community is starting to try to branch themselves away from the two major companies that are on PC along the lines of Steam, and I keep forgetting the name of the other one that keeps getting brought up in conversation, but they're trying to branch away from them to get away from that war to be their own separate brand for launchers. And even though I think it's a good idea in the long run, at the same time, for those who own Steam, or even the other one that I keep forgetting the name of right now, I got a feeling it's going to take up a lot of hard drive space for you fans out there. But I got a feeling a couple of you will find a way around it by the end of it all. Hopefully. I really do. And if you guys out there want to go ahead and download the launcher for yourselves, you can head on over to the socialclub.rockstargames page, only known as socialclub.rockstargames.com, and head on over to the Rockstar Game Launcher to actually download a copy of the Rockstar Game Launcher for yourselves. And hopefully in the near future they include Max Payne 2 for the library list of games, and if they do, I will jump on that opportunity because that's on one of my need-to-play games for the Indie Radio Arcade in the near future, so we can complete the Max Payne series that we're going to have hopefully by next summer for our Rockstar Summer. Yeah. And I guess with that said, folks, wraps it up for yet another edition of yesterday's news. And with that said, we might as well head back to this music, and when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for Under the Radar for this week, right after this. So don't get lost in the madness just yet, folks, and stay tuned.